again.
What are you doing here? Aren't you the kid that jumped the tour this afternoon?
I'm looking for my brother. His name is Joe Hardy.
Yeah, that's right. We're looking for a kid by the name of Joe Hardy. If we find him, we'll get in touch with you right away.
You don't understand. I've got to find...
Now listen, son, I'm not giving you a choice. Now, it's dangerous to wander around this studio late at night. There's been too many break-ins. And the kids they hire for these security guards, they're jumpy. They get too nervous watching all the television they make here. They get trigger-happy in the shadows. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I catch your drift.
Good, come on. Jump in, I'll take you back to the main gate.
Nancy.
Yes.
We've been so worried about you. You simply disappeared without a word to anyone. We thought you were the next victim. Now, where have you been?
I'd like to answer to that question. I don't want you leaving this hotel again without notifying someone.
Well, I didn't realize I was a prisoner.
That's true. We are dealing with a kidnapper. A man who sends mutilated photographs to his victims and appears to come and go like a shadow. We are not dealing with a rational mind.
I know that. He tried to get me tonight.
What are you talking about?
I went back to the studio, to Soundstage 24.
We've already been there tonight. There was nothing.
Nothing but what the kidnapper wanted you to find. He was expecting me to return there, so he'd arranged his photographs and recreated his fantasy. I found this. It's the negative of Frank's picture. No, wait a minute. Don't bother. He's probably already changed it back by now. I barely got out of there tonight.
Did you get a look at him? A good look at him?
He was dressed up as Phantom of the Opera. He had this really strange laugh. But he was for real, and you can be sure that he would carry out his threats.
Frank Hardy's missing. Did you see him?
He hasn't returned?
Returned? From where? Now, where did he go?
Front desk, please.
He went back to the studio to try and find his brother.
Doesn't he know what kind of man we are dealing with? Get me Bob Townsend and studio security right away. And I want to get this down to forensic. I don't suppose there's any chance of a clear print.
I picked it up by the corner. You should be able to get a print. But I want to check it out for something else.
Left him tied up in here. Come on, I'll show you.
So where is he? What happened?
He was right here 10 minutes ago.
We better pick him up. He couldn't have gone far. Let's check the others. Make sure they're still there.
Take a look.
What is it?
Makeup. Theatrical makeup. And there's also an index fingerprint on the left-hand side of the photograph. Your forensic team ought to be able to isolate it and clarify it.
Well, what do you think we're dealing with, Nancy? The studio. A makeup man?
Or an actor?
Okay, Bert, get it down to him. If you find a print, try to match it. I got a full studio employee list coming over from Townsend.
Right, Lieutenant.
This was just dropped off at the desk. No one saw who delivered it. It's addressed to Nancy Drew.
Thank you. The time has come for retribution. Put the money into a black briefcase. You, Nancy, no one else. Take the studio tour at 10. Why would they want me to deliver the ransom money?
Doesn't matter. I'll put a policewoman in your place. We'll be watching.
But you can't do that.
Lieutenant Astor?
This is Bob Townsend.
Yes, Bob. Any word on Joe Hardy?
No, not a thing.
What about Frank Hardy?
Well, that's why I called you. One of my men picked him up and took him back to the main gate.
Good. Bob, I want a meeting with your full staff in your office in a half hour. We got the drop note. Tomorrow, on the tour, 10 o'clock. Now, this is going to take some organization.
We'll be there.
Frank?
Security guard found him. Sent him back to the hotel. Excuse me.